Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be on the BloodRager. It's out of the advanced class guide. Its parent classes are the Barbarian and the Sorcerer, so it's a hybrid class of those two. That said, if I was going to make this myself, other than one feature this thing gets, everything else could be done in a multi-class, and that's how I would go about it. But let's use the rules as written and see how it plays out. The hit dice is a D10. You could be any alignment. Now, if I was doing this, I'd say you had to be non-lawful for the Barbarian Rage aspect. You get base attack bonus like a Barbarian, which is no different than Fighter. So by 20th level, you'd have 4 attacks. Your best save is Fortitude save. The important stats for this class that I would have real high would be Strength, Con, and Charisma. Strength for the melee, Con because a lot of your rage powers and regular powers need Con, and Charisma because a lot of your spells and some of your bloodline abilities come from that. You are proficient in all simple and martial weapons, light and medium armor, and shields, so no different than a barbarian. You get spells like a ranger or paladin in this class. So for your first 3 levels, you have no magic, really. Or your magic's only your bloodline power abilities. So after that, at 4th level, you get your first spell slot, and then from there on, you start gaining spell slots and spells. But you'll never end up with more than 4th level spells. So I would start this character out with a great axe or a great sword. After reading further into this, I'd lean more towards the great sword. I might even switch it to a falchion, sacrifice some of the damage that I could be doing just to crit more often, because one of the bloodline powers I picked, every time you crit on something, you get to use this ability. And then from there, I'd take a ranged weapon, I'd take a club for a backup weapon, and then I'd start with stud leather and look to upgrade all the way up to breastplate. Feats I'd pick for this class is Power Attack, Improved Cleave, Great Cleave, and Sunder. It's always good to be able to deal out more damage with Power Attack. It's always good to be able to hit more than one target with Improved Cleave. And with Great Cleave, it's always good to be able to hit everyone around you, and everyone takes damage. And then Sunder, it's good to break your enemy's stuff. So level 1, you get your bloodline. I took the Aberrant bloodline, the Alien Bizarre creatures. Reminds me of the Cthulhu stuff. That stuff. I took that as my bloodline. Bloodline power, staggering strike. On a confirmed crit, target has to make a fortitude save or be staggered for 1 round. DC is 10 plus half my level plus my con modifier. Blood Rage, it's like a Barbarian Rage. You can do it 4 plus your con per day in rounds, plus an extra 2 rounds per day as you go for every level you gain. When in this Blood Rage, it's no different than a Rage. It's plus 4 strength, plus 4 con, plus 2 to will saves, minus 2 to your AC. And for when you leave the Rage, you have to be out of the Rage for rounds equal to twice the amount of rounds you were in the Rage before you can Rage again. You get fast movement at 1st level, which is 10-foot bonus to your base speed. At level 2, you take your class ability is Uncanny Dodge. At level 3, you get Blood Sanctuary. You get plus 2 saves on spells that you cast or your allies cast. So, and it's on all spells cast by you or your allies. In area effects or ways that would affect you, you get that bonus. Blood Casting. This is the effect that I'd give them maybe as a feat if you were doing this as an actual multi-class instead of this class. Blood Casting can cast while raging, no penalties. That makes it worth it. Bloodline power for level 4, Abnormal Reach. Your limbs elongate, giving you a 5-foot reach. So you can now threaten 10-foot squares away from you. That is me. You also gain Eschew Materials at this level. This level is also the level where you get your first spell slot. Then level 5, you get Improved Uncanny Dodge. Your spells per day at level 4 and 5, you get 1 spell per day for your first level spells plus your bonus spells. Spells known. At level 4, you'll know 2 first level spells. At level 5, you'll know 3 first level spells total. At level 1, the spells, for level 1 spells that I would pick, I made a note of what I got from my class first, which at 7th level I'm going to get Enlarged Person. So I don't need to take Enlarged Person. Even though Barbarian being big and powerful is always entertaining, I'll get it in a couple levels. So the first spell I would take is True Strike. In case you ever want to hit that enemy really hard, taking your maximum power attack penalties, True Strike would allow you to still hit. The shield spell. You don't use shields. Shield spell would be very beneficial because it floats there independent and you can just direct which side it's on. Allows you to wield that big two-handed weapon effectively and still have a really high AC. Shocking Grasp, because Shocking Grasp deals a shit ton of damage for a first level spell. At 6th level, so if I was going any further than the 5th level build here, at 6th level I'd take the Mount spell, so that way I could travel a lot faster and a lot further in a given day. I would supplement a lot of my spells once I had spell casting ability, so at level 4, I'd start supplementing all my first level spells with scrolls and stuff, so that way I have a bigger array of magic to select from, and just rely on the other stuff to use while I'm raging and fighting. Other than the hit dice being a D10 for a Barbarian, this is a really nice build. So, what's your all's opinions on this class? Have you seen this class played? Did I get anything wrong in this class? Would you have done anything different? Would you select any different feats? Would you select different spells for the limited build that I have here? Let me know in the comments below. Till we meet again.